was walking with a gun.
Where?
Right there. He's going towards the clinic.
Drop that gun. Drop it now.
Alaska is running wild.
Still southbound. Speeds are 100.
I continue to smell an alcoholic beverage coming off your breath.
I don't drink alcohol. I drink beer.
Imagine taking a bite out of an apple. That's what his forearm looked like.
They can smell you quite a bit of ways away. That's when somebody ends up getting mauled.
I was here by myself. I told him he needed to leave, and all of a sudden he tries walking in the house. That's when I grabbed my gun, and I told him he needed to leave.
Get unit here. He's foot bailed somewhere in the woods. There's two of them running up here. 3 extra units up here. Straight up the hill. Get on it.
Fairbanks at swing shift. The hours between 4 and midnight are the most dangerous a trooper can work. And Trooper Gabe Rich starts his patrol with a bang.
Your plan is advising the landlord's son trying to strong-arm his way into the cabin. She thinks she's been evicted. She thinks she has not. Shots fired outside at this time.
419.
Violent crime in Fairbanks outpaces the national average by 75%. Each year, about 26 Alaska law officers get caught in crossfire.
We got a call that individual was trying to break into a residence, an altercation between landlord and tenant. Person trying to get into the residence has a gun. It's unknown if he's shooting at the victim right now or what's going on.
He's responding. The subject has left on foot.
I hope that I can get there and contact him before he gets back to his residence to get more ammunition or whatever. Some other situations where if somebody's, life's in danger, I'm not going to wait for backup. We're going to haul butt here.
Disturbance calls are the most dangerous an officer can answer. And with shots fired, this call could turn fatal.
He's reporting that her landlord's son has returned to the residence and he's brought a friend with him. They are harassing her. They're on the porch. They're attempting to open the door. She's advising if they open the door, she has her gun ready.
A little nerve-wracking. We treat every situation like there's firearms involved. Every situation we go to, there's always a gun. Because we have a gun, there's a gun in play.
Trooper Colley joins him on scene, and they approach a potentially fiery shootout.
He said he thought he was actually going to shoot it. State troopers!
It's too quiet. The armed tenant could be hiding anywhere. They don't want to spook her.
You got the door open.
Well, I can't see through there.
Does anybody have any weapons? State troopers!
No, they're put away.
Okay.
And as they left, they were put away.
Okay. Just want to double check.
It's the tenant, and she's fired up.
What's going on?
They just showed up,
All right,
and they used the key to try and get in and tell me I needed to come out and talk to him about this.
Okay.
This went around to the back and tried the back door as well.
Okay.
They
Are you
put the power.
okay? Listen. Are you refusing to talk to them? Is that what this is about? They won't talk to you through the door?
And how straight I am refusing to talk to them.
Okay. You need to calm down. I know. I understand.
Come into my home.
I understand that.
Here.
Okay. You need to calm down.
I won't calm
Well, you
down.
need to. Okay. I'm here to help.
Troopers try to get her story.
I'm inside. Next thing I know, they're knocking on the door again. And I answer the door with my P30, okay, because he has gotten very loud and profane once before over these issues.
The P30 is a fast and accurate police-grade handgun, and this woman isn't shy about using it.
So were you here by yourself?
I was here by myself. I told him he needed to leave, and all of a sudden he tries walking in the house. And that's when I grabbed my gun, and I told him he needed to leave.
Then her husband arrived, and things grew even more tense.
So what's going on?
I got here and I asked him, did you turn my power off? He said, yes. I told him, turn it back on. I'll give you 30 seconds. And then I counted.
At any of this time, did you have a gun in your hand?
Yes, I did. I fired a warning shot after the 30 seconds.
But dispatch heard multiple shots.
Hang tight in here for me, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
And the husband only admits to firing once.
I don't think he's being 100% honest with us.
They head down the road to question the guys who tried to force the tenants out.
All right, guys. So I'm Trooper Rich, State Trooper.
So what's going on tonight?
So these people over here, I gave them the eviction notice on the 7th of July. Yeah.
Did you fire a weapon outside the house?
That was her husband. His whole body was shaking, so it looked like to me that he was scared himself because he didn't know what the hell he was going to do. So at the moment, I honestly did not know if he was going to shoot or not.
Did he point the gun at you or anything?
He just held him with his hand shaking, you know. I was
What
scared.
kind of gun is it?
I think it was like a 9mm or something small, 38 maybe.
Okay. How many times did they fire the weapon?
He just fired the weapon once up in the air, and he just stood there shaking at me, staring into my eyes.
But the story still doesn't add up.
Here's the only reason I'm saying I'm not believing you, okay? Because on the 911 recorded dispatch line, when she's on 911 with our dispatcher can hear 2 very distinct gunshots in the background, okay?
I didn't have a gun, sir.
Knock on the door.
You were knocking on the door. That might be...
Trooper Rich brings the hostile parties face to face to talk it out, hoping things don't escalate.
I'm not leaving
Tell me what?
because you're trying to bust in the door when I'm home alone.
Leaving my mother's house, and you're not paying rent. She's not making money.
I'm not leaving. We have been paying her rent.
That's not what I'm seeing.
Really?
That's
Yes,
not what I
we
heard.
are.
Oh, please. Will you talk to me?
Really?
Well, okay, how about this?
Well, the fact that you don't give us any receipts and then you told us we had to make our own kind of makes that difficult to prove, doesn't it?
Okay, I'm not yelling at you.
No, you're not yelling at me. But you know what? It's about damn time somebody does yell at you, you little whippersnapper.
Excuse me?
You're trying to pull a bunch of little childish and strong-arm tactics, and I'm done with it.
I'm just going to cut it off right here. And I'm going to tell you right in front of here and his wife and your friend, if we come back out here, okay, and whether it's me, Trooper Colley, or any other trooper, and you're trying to get into this house, you're going to go to jail, okay? And that's the bottom line. So you need to knock this off. You're going to have to go to the courthouse, and you're going to have to, you got to do this the right way, okay? Otherwise, you guys are going to get shot.
Troopers leave the situation stable for now.
The complainant's husband, he actually fired a shot. Tenant-landlord disputes is a civil action, but when weapons are involved and arguments start working their way to become physical, then that's where we get involved.
Almost 350 miles south, on the scenic Kenai Peninsula, troopers face fireworks of a different sort.
How you doing, officer?
Hey, this is where the party was.
It's the 4th of July,
42's on tag.
and Trooper Jimmy Buttrey braces for the annual mayhem that rules outside the town of Seward. Last year, over 1,000 revelers kept troopers on their toes the entire weekend.
Make sure you're out of the road.
I reported for food.
A lot of people go camping, a lot of drinking and wild parties. People shooting fireworks off the middle of the road. Fights break out, a lot of high hostilities.
Hey, get off of him! No, he can't talk. Hey, knock it off.
Typically we have 1, maybe 2 individuals on a shift. This week, with the heavy activity we got down here and the high propensity for crime, we end up having anywhere from 7 to 9 people on a shift.
But this year, Trooper Buttrey has more than fistfights and bottle rockets on his mind. A predator could crash the party.
Yesterday we had a huge brown bear that was going up and down. He was going campsite to campsite along this path. There's a lot of bear bait stations that are through there. And where everybody's camping down here and where the bait stations are, they're in real close proximity. I mean, they're getting pretty brazen right now.
In Alaska, legal bait stations draw bears to hunting areas, making them easier to track, but also whetting their appetites.
How's it going?
Buttrey warns campers about the ravenous 700-pound party animals among them.
Yeah, we had 2 brownies move in yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just making sure he's not in the area. How's it going?
You got a bear over there?
Yesterday.
Okay.
I'm messing with cars and stuff.
So no food out.
Yeah, just
All right, no problem.
keep your head on a swivel.
All right.
Make lots of noise.
That can help.
Buttrey starts his patrol
That's what I'm 42. I'm gonna be on foot, north side of the road.
and heads straight into bear territory.
Weather like this makes it difficult because if a bear is moving around, it's real hard to see it or to hear it. Everything's just this awful, this muffled noise going on around. And their sense of smell is so great. You're wearing cologne and aftershave and stuff like that, they can smell you quite a bit of ways away. And that's when somebody ends up getting mauled.
Bear maulings are on the rise across the state, with 10 attacks and 1 fatality on record this year alone.
You smell it bait, the residual part of it. There's definitely been bear activity recently. You can see the paths where they've walked, just mowing the grass down. I'm shooting fireworks off. 1060. So you can see the paw marks right there. See where he's been digging. We got bear scat everywhere. It's fresh. once the bears know it here, they're going to keep coming back to this spot. And the campers, I mean, they're right over there.
Ominously, all signs point to a grizzly lurking nearby. But suddenly,
doing approximately 90.
Bletry gets an urgent call for assistance and must leave the unsuspecting campers on their own.
I started heading that way after I severely freaked this guy out in front of me.
Troopers are in hot pursuit of a stolen car on the Seward Highway.
One of the other troopers up in Girdwood had a car pass by him pretty high rate speed when he was on a traffic stop. Called in already, complained on him. They tried to stop the vehicle at 49 miles Seward. We're about 20 miles away. 42's 19. Which way you headed? Where you at?
Still southbound. Speeds are 100.
Guys driving 90 miles an hour, southbound, passing in oncoming traffic.
Then, the speeder suddenly changes the game.
His unit's here. He's foot bailed somewhere in the woods.
The suspects have ditched the stolen vehicle and are racing up the mountainside.
Tango 5, there's a trail that goes back in there, and there's a bunch of trailers and gold mines back in there.
If backup doesn't arrive soon, they could vanish into the thick bush.
Right now, just one officer up there. He's trying to get up into a good vantage point so they can see what's going on in a patch of woods that this guy supposedly in. So, multitude of mines and a lot of camps back through there. So, it'll make things kind of difficult. Which areas do you want to start units to go to? Do you want us to go to the north?
He's going to be barefooted. It's like I got a pair of sandals laying out. Footprints running towards the woods. We've got a check vehicle smoking heavily from alcohol. Tango 5, did you get a look at him? You have a search him? No, I just saw 100 feet of skid marks and get this thing shut down before he went to the woods.
5042, I'm almost there. I'll go on the opposite side of the highway, see if he's there.
No telling which way the suspects will run. As a trooper chases through the woods, the other units rush to set up a perimeter on the highway.
Since the woods are so thick, I don't think he's going to work north very quickly.
He's going to keep trying to skirt the highway, I bet.
You got to head him back up the hill now. He's vertical up the hill.
All right. Hey, I'm going to go down and get up in the woods up there. I'm going to go down and get up.
There's two of them running up here. 3 extra units up here. Straight up the hill. Running. 3 units up the hill. Lucky should be coming back towards you then. There's 2 of them running up here. Straight up the hill.
The desperate suspects are heading straight toward Trooper Bletry, alone and outnumbered. But not for long.
Straight up the hill.
They're outflanked by another trooper.
Anything you know about? Anything got poked me, cut me, scratch me? Don't move.
Anybody else in the truck with you guys?
Or just one?
Nobody else?
Get 2.
Why are you running? All right, bud, I'm going to stand you up. All right? I don't want you to get squirrely.
Bletry keeps his guard up.
1, 2, 3, go.
It's a long climb down to the trooper vehicles, and the suspects might still try to bolt.
You guys climbed a little ways here. I mean, you didn't get airlifted up here.
What's this guy all about? Is this that trooper show?
Yeah.
Oh, great. My parents seen it, right?
Make good choices, bud.
They booked the duo for car theft and eluding officers. 2 felonies. Their next ride will be in the back seat. Eight months later, February freezes the state. It's a punishing -7-degree afternoon on Alaska's remote western frontier, where Bill Connors is the only trooper for 60 miles.
Last night around 3:30 a.m. there was an assault between a son and a father in the village of Alekinook. The father received some pretty good injuries and there was some strangulation involved. We're going to contact the suspect for that.
In winter, Connors patrols the remote villages the only way possible. Snow machine. And the conditions on this patrol can be brutal.
You know, it's -5, but we've got 15 to 20 mile an hour wind, so it's really brought the wind chill down quite a bit. It's a little chilly.
To get where he's going, Connors must navigate a frozen river. If he slips through the ice into the frigid water, he most likely isn't coming back up.
You get the flat light, then you have the gray sky. You can't see the trail. You can't see objects sticking up from the frozen river. It can be kind of dangerous.
He needs to catch the offender before he flees.
I don't want him getting on a snow machine bailing on the village. I'm going to go inside the residence and make contact with the victim and do some follow-up photographs and get a good interview. How are you feeling? Is your face sore? What happened to your face? Do you remember him putting his hands on you at all? We're going to make sure that people are held accountable for their actions, okay?
Village police meet Trooper Connors at the station to plan how they'll take down the vicious attacker.
Yeah, he was beaten up pretty good. There's a lot of marks on his face, back, and he also has some marks on his neck that appear to be caused by hands.
Then they get a tip. The suspect has bunkered nearby.
We'll bring him in and hold him for investigations. That'll be the plan. Nobody's getting hurt.
But Connors has seen what he's capable of. And the windows could give him a chance to escape at any moment.
State troopers! Open up, state troopers! Open up! Is he moving? State troopers! Is he moving?
Down on top, the baby next to him. You can't get the door open without permission to break it down.
Trooper Connors, can you get up, please?
We're not.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
The suspect is hauled away with his young daughter.
Okay, you need to come with us down to the PD.
Why are you breaking my house? Something more?
I have permission from the homeowner to come into your house. You're gonna come with me.
What, are you going to get warrant first before you come in the house?
You're gonna come with me one way or the other.
No.
So we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
To do whatever I want to do.
Come with us, that way we won't have to create a scene in front of your little girl here.
Back up.
Sir, you don't give me orders. State troopers, open up! Trooper Connors, come with us, that way we won't have to create a scene in front of your little girl here.
Back up.
Sir, you don't give me orders.
Okay, I'll go.
I'm going to place you under arrest for assault in the second degree. We have one defendant in custody right now, and we're going to take the little girl and bring her back to the homeowner.
The assault suspect can cool his heels in jail until he's arraigned. But now Trooper Connors needs to get back to his post down the frozen river, while he's under assault by the worsening weather.
The job's not done yet. We've got a lot of blowing snow out on the river. The wind chill's dropped, so it's going to be a little more difficult to pick up the trail.
He's at the mercy of a fierce Alaska blizzard. And whiteout conditions make for a perilous ride. After 30 tense minutes, he gets back safely.
And at certain points near whiteout conditions, but going to and from the village for calls like this, it's worth it.
530 miles across the state, another winter storm turns the streets of Fairbanks into a sheet of ice.
Fairbanks 2033, 1036.
33.
We're just out doing some patrol on a relatively low-speed street. These road conditions are really bad. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yep. He's going with 70 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. Pretty unacceptable.
Those speeds in these conditions suggest the man's running for a reason.
Can you turn off the truck for me for just a minute?
Oh, yeah, no problem, sir.
The reason I'm stopping you today is you're driving 63 miles an hour. The speed limit in the area is 35. Was there any reason for you to go that fast today?
I said I'd pick some friends up and head out to a friend's house.
How much alcohol did you have to drink today?
I'm an A, sir.
Nothing?
No.
Okay, what kind of drugs are you on?
I'm an A, sir.
No drugs?
No.
So this is just how you normally slurring a little bit like that? I know you've had something to drink tonight. I can smell it. I've had a little. You have? Yeah, it's probably just me. Please be honest with me. I know you've had something to drink tonight. I can smell it every time you talk to me.
I have not, sir.
All right, just hang out, keep the truck off for now.
The man's not fooling anyone. He's been down this road before.
T43, 133. Probable 1055.
10-4, he has one prior.
10-4. Hey, man. So, 63 and a 35. He hit the curb right over there. Prior DUI and drug history.
A trooper with the Bureau of Highway Patrol helps out.
Hey, how's it going, brother? You can do a step out of the vehicle for me. Give me a favor, stand right there. Right there. Come back to me for a second, sir. Yeah. What I'd like to do is ask you to perform some field sobriety tests for me, just to kind of see where you're at, okay? I kind of smell your breath, and I see it swaying just a little bit.
Swaying, it's 20 below out here, sir. I'm pretty cold out here.
Right. Well, you all dressed pretty warm. You got on nice boots. You got on a sweatshirt.
I have a sweatshirt.
Do me a favor. Go ahead and put your feet together just like I had mine. All right? I'd like you to follow the tip of my finger. All right, look at the tip of my finger. You're looking at my hand. There you go, the tip of my finger. All right. Put your right foot in front of your left, touching heel to toe.
I should inform you is that I broke my ankle 3 months ago. Very hard for me to balance on the left side, so we'll have to account for that.
So do you not want to do that part of the test?
If you guys does on my right ankle, I'll...
This isn't nothing where you're going to...
I don't know what the test is, but I'm informing you of what happened to my fist.
Okay, gotcha. You're going to lift one leg and hold it off the ground approximately 6 inches, all right? Okay. Your chest is going to look like this.
I'm sure that's 3 inches.
You make your own determination when you do it.
So based upon my demonstration, do you have any questions?
Okay, my question is 1,000. Once you get to 11, your count to a second.
1,011, 1,012, 1,013, 1,014. Okay. Whichever leg you choose, whenever you're ready to start.
Ready?
Yep.
1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,022.
Based upon talking to you, I continue to smell all the alcoholic beverage coming off your breath.
I don't drink alcohol. I drink beer.
How many do you think you had all together tonight?
I'd say I drink 12 to 18 beer.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Robert, you not be honest with me.
Can I try to call somebody on my phone?
Because it's the man's second DUI charge, he'll likely face jail and a $3,000 fine. It could have turned out a lot worse.
It's really dangerous how fast he was going. It was actually kind of unbelievable. These lanes are real small. There's lots of pedestrians. Pretty unacceptable.
Back in western Alaska.
My name is Trooper Robert Bressler. I'm stationed out of Bethel, Alaska. We're going to go to Hooper Bay.
Hooper Bay sits on the edge of the Bering Sea, over 150 miles from the nearest city. In this remote village, where people largely survive off the land, wildlife outnumbers the native Yupik who call it home.
So I have an arrest warrant out there that we're going to take care of. 3 individuals were drinking inside of a residence. There was an altercation that happened, and one individual picked up a rock larger than a softball size and began to strike another individual with it. We have no clue what we're going to walk into until we get there. We're going to go to Hooper Bay. 3 individuals were drinking inside of a residence. One picked up a rock and began to strike another individual with it. The third person in the house tried to intervene. His arm was bit. Imagine taking a bite out of an apple, and the remaining, when you look at the apple, that's what his forearm looked like.
The vast and remote patrol areas demand that troopers must fly to their calls. Today, Bressler will take a Piper Super Cub to Hooper Bay, 150 miles away. The suspect has a dangerous history, so Trooper Bressler is prepared to take him down at all costs.
When he consumes homebrew, he gets angry and he gets violent. So if we encounter him when he's intoxicated again, we very well could be put in the same situation. We have no clue what we're going to walk into until we get there.
The suspect resisted the village public safety officer who tried to arrest him for another crime. Now Bressler believes he's in town. After an hour-long flight, he lands in Hooper Bay and sees the bite victim.
Hey, remember I talked to you before?
Yeah.
It does look like your arm's kind of healing up pretty good. Because it was bigger than that, and it was bruising all the way underneath your arm. Now, you can remember when the assault happened? Mm-hmm. When you came in, he was on the ground?
He was hitting him and kicking him too.
When you saw hitting, did you try to stop at all?
Yeah, I tried to stop him and took him on his cane.
You tried to grab him from behind, tried to grab him around the neck, and that's when he bit you right here? I came here last time, there's a big chunk that was missing. Did he spit that somewhere? Do you know what he did with that? Okay. Well, we're going to go try to talk to here soon. I appreciate you sitting down with us, talking with us.
The unpredictable suspect is on the loose and possibly gearing up for a fight.
He's got to be here in town.
Bressler needs to move carefully.
When Victor arrested him, he was resistive then. So if we contact him and he's intoxicated, we could run into the same scenario.
He's in his early 20s, maybe 21, 22, and he has over 20 convictions.
What is that? Dogs?
Suddenly, an unknown man makes a dash toward the suspect's house and Bressler.
What's going on?
I'm looking for...
Oh, he's in St. Mary's.
Is he really in St. Mary's?
Yep.
What's he doing there?
Just visiting.
When's he supposed to get back?
I do not know.
It appears the biting suspect left town.
That gun that you took from... What kind of gun was that?
A 22.
And did that gun go back to him?
Yeah.
But he's got his gun, huh?
Yeah, I think it does.
And now he's armed.
All right, man. Thanks for your help.
But Trooper Bressler can't track his suspect to St. Mary's. The bad weather makes the trip too risky. Bressler alerts St. Mary's law enforcement that the man is now armed and dangerous.
The course of action really is to get that arrest warrant put in our computer so that if he's ever contacted by law enforcement, that warrant will come up and he'll be arrested then.
On his way out of town, a local phenomenon catches his eye and nose.
Smelling. It happens every year.
It's a North Pacific right whale, the rarest large whale and among the most endangered marine mammals in U.S. waters, has washed ashore.
This is new for me. You get one wash up on up shore every year?
Yeah. I've never seen anything show up bigger than this.
Villagers usually harvest its blubber, baleen, and oil for fuel, cooking, and use in household goods.
People will come out and harvest it?
Yeah. If it's still fresh and it's not decomposed or old, it'll get cut up right away.
But this one is too far gone.
Let's head out, Victor.
Over 500 miles east in the Matsu Valley, Trooper Jared Knoll is on patrol in Palmer.
19 in the area, has located black Suburban. It's got a mail on 911. Starting that they deal drugs in that area. Yeah, it's a black Suburban.
10-14-19. So we got a call of suspicious activity. Got a black Suburban. Caller saying they believe that they're dealing drugs. They state why they thought they were dealing drugs.
Someone gets out of Suburban, goes to sell drugs to one of the houses, and they leave with narcotic syringes on the ground.
This is a call that we've gotten a lot regarding the same vehicle. The person doesn't really feel safe.
The call takes Knoll down a secluded back road where his nearest backup is miles away. And there's the vehicle in question.
Oh, well. 1036. 1036. That way. How you doing? Hey, where you guys coming from?
Sister?
Okay. Whose house were you at?
Mine.
What's that?
Talk to my aunt. It's over there. I usually stop by there like a lot.
What's your aunt's name?
I'm not sure what her last name is.
You have an aunt of yours and you don't know her name? Okay. Doesn't that seem a little odd to you?
Last name?
All right, so nothing in the car I need to know about?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, sit tight. I'll be back in a minute.
I just go over there and talk to my aunt for a minute.
He seemed to be a little too talkative.
Could be nerves, could be drugs. Knoll runs the man's ID.
Date of birth 9/11/86.
Perfect. 1099. The original charge DUI. Not available. He has 3 days to serve a misdemeanor warrant. He's also revoked and advised.
When you got someone with an arrest warrant, a lot of times they don't want to go to jail. Once another unit gets here, we'll go ahead and secure him and see about checking the vehicle as well.
But Trooper Knoll's alone in the middle of nowhere. And now his call for help may not be heard.
Good. Radios don't work. The phone service is kind of sketchy as well. Right now, people are talking on the radio. I can't hear what they're saying.
Not sure when backup will arrive.
Yeah, he's moving around a lot.
And with the driver getting antsy, Knoll goes it alone.
ahead and step out. Do you have anything on you?
I think I got a knife in my pocket.
Where's that at? Don't reach for it. Don't reach for it.
Okay.
Step back here. Yeah, you got a warrant for your arrest, man.
No way.
Yep.
For what?
Don't turn around on me. Where's the knife?
For what, though?
All right. I'm gonna put handcuffs on you first.
Backup finally arrives.
Do you have any drugs on you?
Nope.
All right, just have a seat in there.
And Noel questions the driver.
So how often do you come out and visit his aunt?
Like 2 times this week.
So when you go visit her, what do you do?
I wait in the car for him on the road because he's not supposed to be.
Do you believe him?
Believe him what?
That the reason he doesn't want you to go up to visit his aunt is because he's not supposed to be there.
I would like to believe that.
Because that doesn't make sense to me.
The driver lets the troopers search the truck.
Just keep your hands up where I can see him.
I'd step between that.
Rolling papers. That's all.
No drugs this time. But they still book him on his prior warrant for failure to appear. South of the Arctic Circle, in the remote post of Unalakleet, a 1-year-old infant is in the crosshairs of danger.
We got a call of a possible domestic violence situation. We need to go out there and figure out who the principal aggressor is of the crime. We also have a child involved too, a 1-year-old. It sounds like both of them are kind of trying to take the kid from each other, so bad things can happen pretty quickly.
So he's got to get there even faster. But it's a 50-mile flight to the village of Stebbins.
We need to go out there and intervene and investigate the assault, and then we also need to investigate the welfare of the child.
After a 30-minute flight,
Give us a ride?
Yeah. Right. Cammer looks for the male caller to see if he has the child.
Does he live back here?
I think he lives down that way.
Which way?
In that town building right over here.
Not the one that just ran to the house, is it?
He won't tell us where the baby's at.
All right.
The man's acting suspiciously. No one's seen his wife or baby, and Cammer has no idea what he's capable of. He approaches with caution.
You know when I talked to you this morning?
Yep. So what's going on?
My wife didn't kick my son. He just bumped. I lied about it.
Why'd you lie about it?
So I was trying to put her in jail for nothing. That's why I called you and I said that.
So what were you guys yelling about?
About me moving to Anchorage.
You're trying to move to Anchorage?
Yes.
With your son?
Yes. I don't know where she is now. And I can't even get into my house.
Why not?
Because the door's locked.
You know, sooner or later we got to find her. We're not leaving until we make sure the child is okay.
Cammer meets with someone from the Office of Child Safety at the woman's house.
He changed the story. He has 2 years of VPO experience, so he kind of knows how to answer the questions. He wanted her arrested so he could actually take the kid and go to Anchorage while she was in a holding cell.
He was telling us that baby was at a babysitter, but he wouldn't tell us where.
There's no way of knowing if the man is telling the truth, and the infant could be in grave danger. Trooper Cammer must get in the house before it's too late.
She won't answer the door. I'm pretty sure she's in here because the door is locked from the inside. We need to make contact with her, let OCS see the child, so we're not leaving the village until that happens.
Trooper Cammer has to be sure the baby is safe. He's not even certain it's here, so he turns to the villagers for help.
I can try and see if I can let her open the door.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, we'll back off.
Okay.
Normally in villages, a lot of times family members like you see will come out and help the troopers. So we'll take a step back, let them go up there, see if they can get her to open the door.
I told them they need to quit this drinking. Their first kids are taken away. No, I don't know what's going to happen.
The mother finally agrees to let Trooper Cammer inside.
I'm George Cammer. How are you? It's okay, I chat with you there real quick. Do you mind if they watch your child when you talk to me?
With the child finally out of danger, Trooper Cammer talks to the mother.
You were saying that you locked yourself in the bathroom because you were scared that he was going to do something. Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see the door is kind of damaged there. Did he kick it in or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who had the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to take a picture of your bump on your head, okay? Okay.
She accuses her baby's father of attacking her.
With what story he's telling me and what story she's telling me, he's the principal aggressor on it.
But before Trooper Cammer can arrest the father, another life-threatening situation erupts.
He was walking with a gun.
Where?
On the road.
He's
right there. He's going towards the clinic.
The clinic is right next to a schoolyard full of kids.
Hurry up, let's go.
The man looks drunk. But Trooper Kammer doesn't want to confront an armed and drunken man alone. He has no choice but to ask the suspect from his first call to back him up.
Let's cut him off. I don't want him to see us. Looking like he was either ejecting around into the chamber or trying to put one in there. Drop that gun. Drop it now. Drop it now. Get away from it. Get away from it. All right, get down on your knees. Put your hands on your head. Right now, not gonna tell you again. You wanna tell me what you're doing? The people are scared because you walk and stagger around with a gun. You can't be walking around with a gun. Come on. We'll go talk.
Back at post, Kammer questions the gunman.
Do you have any physical conditions?
I had a brain injury.
A brain injury? How'd you get a brain injury?
I got beaten up.
So basically it causes you to walk side to side? Okay.
The man's girlfriend vouches for him.
I think with your brain injury, you're probably looking a lot more intoxicated than what you are. Your girlfriend said she'll take care of you tonight. You'll be all right, okay? Okay. Is there any questions you have for me? Do you understand why I did what I did? Okay. You can go, all right?
With this situation under control, Kammer gets back to the domestic violence suspect.
First of all, thanks for helping me out there. Tell me about the argument. Did she do anything to you? Okay, where'd you get that injury underneath your eye?
I hit that bottom of the stairs, man.
Okay, well, she told me she gave it to you. She's being honest. During the altercation, do you remember if you did anything to her? Because she has a lump on the back of her head. How did she get that?
I don't know.
Part of the principal aggressor is I have to take into account the person's criminal history.
I do have a criminal history. I have 22 misdemeanors.
Okay, listen. You're going to jail, so
I don't care about that.
your son can't go with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I'll do for you. Since you're so helpful to me with the situation we were just in, I will make sure that your son comes here and you can say goodbye. Okay? Why don't you go ahead and put your shoes out right here? You know the drill.
Right.
Trooper Kammer had a productive day in this remote western outpost, but he didn't do it alone.
A lot of people don't understand the courses of investigations out here where one day you might be arresting them, the next day they're helping you. And the guy that I had for the DV assault, because I didn't tell him he was under arrest, he actually used to be a VPO in this village. They actually helped us during that call. We had a pretty good amount of people come out and say, hey, we'll help you out.
In Alaska, sometimes it takes a village to help carry out the law.
Which is a good thing for us. That's when you really know if you have an in the villages out here.